This might be the craziest group brawl caught on camera. I'm talking they start to flee and then they hit somebody.
Monday, July 16th, at Lakeside Veterans Memorial Park in Forest Lake. What began as tension between two groups of young people boiled over into a violent confrontation. Witnesses say both sides were armed, some with baseball bats, hammers, and a crowbar. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Dylan Simmons was playing hacky sack with friends at the park that night when he sent a text message to Devin Bailey Vaught, telling him to come to the park to fight. A conflict between Simmons and Vaught and their respective friend groups had been...
What in the Caucasian? Niggas playing hacky sack 1 a.m. Hacky sack when you got a small sack that you kick with your foot and only your foot. And you pass it around in a circle. Hacky sack. They playing hacky sack. They meet up, they text, "Hey Brad, come fight at the park." 1 o'clock a.m. after playing hacky sack? Guess what race it is? This is insane. Everyone should go to their respectful mansions and brush this off. Obviously, I know all you guys are well off.
What up, TKG family? It's Tito's Key. Hit the like button. Comment below. Let me know. Subscribe. Road to 100,000 subscribers. Shout out Midwest Crime for dropping the video. Let's get right into it.
This is Darisha Bailey Vaught.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. Trying to hit somebody after a fight, 50-50. You're a little evil, but at the same time, you might have just caught an L. I understand. But laughing, giggling after, you're a menace to society. You belong in someone's penitentiary. You are evil.
A 17-year-old from Rochester, Minnesota. What happened next would change these young lives forever and shake this small community to its core. It all started at 1:20 a.m. on Sunday, July 16th, at Lakeside Veterans Memorial Park in Forest Lake. What began as tension between two groups of young people boiled over into a violent confrontation. Witnesses say both sides were armed, some with baseball bats, hammers, and a crowbar. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Dylan Simmons was playing hacky sack with friends at the park that night when he sent a text message to Devin Bailey Vaught, telling him to come to the park to fight. A conflict between Simmons and Vaught and their respective friend groups had been...
What in the Caucasian? Niggas playing hacky sack 1 a.m. Hacky sack when you got a small sack that you kick with your foot and only your foot. And you pass it around in a circle. Hacky sack. They playing hacky sack. They meet up, they text, "Hey Brad, come fight at the park." 1 o'clock a.m. after playing hacky sack? Guess what race it is? This is insane. Everyone should go to their respectful mansions and brush this off. Obviously, I know all you guys are well off.
Brewing for about 2 years. Through records requests and extensive research, Midwest Crime has obtained exclusive footage of the incident. For the first time outside of court, here's the full story.
Shout out to Midwest
Vaught
Crime.
arrived in a vehicle, while Simmons and a passenger exited his vehicle wielding hammers. Vaught and his friend were also armed with a baseball bat and a folding knife. A witness would later tell jurors, both sides up to this point were in the wrong.
Hey, is this 2025 or is they the Warriors? This Warriors. Come out to play. Baseball bat, folding knife, and crowbars with a hammer. Little folks in them on Warriors reenactment. They got good taste in classics. If you don't know what the Warriors is, you need to get hip with the Warriors is.
As the fight starts to wind down, Simmons and a friend head back to his car, a white Mazda sedan. Simmons drives toward the crowd, narrowly missing the group standing just inches away. He crashes into the rear of Vaught's vehicle, nearly running over someone's foot and brushing against someone else's leg. Simmons backs up and accelerates again, this time hitting Vaught's sister, 17-year-old Darisha, driving over her with both front and rear tires before speeding away. Now, for the first time, we bring this...
Now, can I be real with y'all just from this angle alone? The 17-year-old little sister is 65% at blame. Yes, she is more at blame than the driver of the car. He takes 45. No, 35. Yeah, math. Yeah, I'll blame her more. Cause you gotta understand, you can't just hop in front of a car. I don't care if y'all surrounding the car. Oh my god, it's a lot of us. Oh my god, we're about to take over the car. No, listen here, little girl. You got hit. Two wheels in front, two wheels in back, ran over your soul. It's your fault though. You gotta understand. If you gonna talk stuff with a car, you gotta get some brick, some big heavy, and throw it on the sides of the car and stay on the remaining sides. A car never gonna do a 360 spin like it's Call of Duty no scoping you.
Exclusive footage to the public from 3 perspectives.
Hey. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Risha.
Oh! I got them on camera!
She thinks, oh, I got it on camera. No, you became on camera. This might be your last video, baby girl. Smile. Hey, hey. Oh.
You gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
Moments later, police and paramedics arrive. They rush to provide emergency medical aid to Darisha as she lies in the parking lot.
Force like 3434, the RP is not within group, only seeing it from a distance. Female is not breathing, RP didn't see what direction the vehicle left, it's fully focused on the person. Copy.
34 copy, just looking for me, got anything else en route?
Copy, we have them in route.
Force like 3434, CPR in progress.
No, please. Oh, please.
Stay with me.
Here, I'm gonna switch out with you, okay?
Despite their efforts, she had multiple fractures and a traumatic head injury. Darisha died at the scene shortly after rescue crews arrived. A medical examiner later ruled her death was a homicide. Simmons and his passenger quickly drove away, but they didn't get far. The passenger called someone still at the scene.
This is not a joke. Rest in peace to her. Condolences to her family. This is insane. This is super important to teach kids that all that meeting up and fighting stuff is dead, bro. But you don't understand, bro. Y'all intentions might be to just throw a few of these, but y'all might leave with your life forever changed.
Who was speaking with an officer. They convinced Simmons to return back to the scene. Simmons eventually drove back and turned himself in, and admitted to officers that he knew he'd struck the victim. This surveillance camera video gave prosecutors the evidence they needed to upgrade Simmons' charges to second-degree murder, with 3 counts of second-degree assault added to the case.
A family in Forest Lake is grieving the loss of a 17-year-old girl.
Police say that someone intentionally hit and killed her during a fight at a park this weekend. 20-year-old Dylan Simmons appeared in court for the first time today after Washington County prosecutors charged him with third-degree murder and vehicular homicide.
Listen here, little bro. They gonna make you named Bieber Simmons. They gonna make you sing Baby, Baby, Baby in that jail. Listen here. Listen here, brother. You look like somebody's Mariah Carey. If I squint real hard, I think you look like Taylor Swift. All I want for Christmas is you, little bro. They taking butt. You got Shrone Jordan like a lady boy from Thailand. You got swoosh, swoosh, like a confused lesbian lady. Okay? You have very pink lips. You gonna get comfortable in that jail cell real fast, big dog.
Simmons' trial started in December 2024, but it wasn't long before tensions turned the quiet courthouse into chaos. 2 families, one seeking justice, the other claiming innocence. During the first day of the trial, Both sides shouted at each other outside the courtroom and a hole was punched in the wall, with the fighting continuing over lunch at a Carboni's Pizza near the courthouse.
I just want him to pay for his crime. Like, he's admitting that he hit her, but he's not admitting that he did it on purpose.
He's right. Despite prosecutors saying Dylan Simmons intentionally tried to hit people with his car, killing Bailey Vath, Simmons' mother is speaking out for the first time, saying her son is a good kid and did not mean to hit her.
Well, first and foremost, I want to start out by saying that our hearts and prayers go out to Darisha's family, the Bailey Vath family. They've suffered a tremendous loss. I'm not saying I don't think he should do any time. I think what I'm saying is he's not a murderer. What they're trying to throw at him is crazy to me.
She don't even believe that. Or she wouldn't have had to say, I think. Sometimes your brain and your heart just can't agree. You morally know it's wrong. But you trick and try to trick your morals and your soul with your brain. It's like the theory of the angel and the demon devil thingy on your shoulders. Like, you got two things going on here. You got two things going on. And one's right and one's wrong.
The two groups had been fighting. Waldo says her son was terrified when it was all unfolding at Lakeside Veterans Memorial Park.
His car was surrounded by multiple kids beating on the car with a bat. He freaked out. He was scared. He put it in drive. There was people in front of the car and some jumped out of the way, and unfortunately she didn't. And
now that's a sick interview, knowing dang well they was laughing in the car. And he did full 360 donut to hit their car before he left. He had a perfectly way to leave the park in video, and he turned around and hit their car. It wasn't as simple as she tried to make it.
like I said, it's so sad. I think he should do what's just and fair, which is not 32 years, not his life. Like, I just don't.
But as far as prison time, how long is enough?
I want him to do the rest of his life, because we lost a life. He should spend the rest of his life in prison.
After a 5-day trial, the jury reached its verdict. Simmons was found guilty of second-degree murder without intent, and he was acquitted of the charge of second-degree murder with intent. Jurors found him guilty of criminal vehicular homicide and 3 counts of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon. Simmons remains jailed in Washington County ahead of his sentencing, set for March 20th, 2025. A judge will ultimately determine Simmons' fate. He is facing up to 40 years in prison. For Darisha's family.
Yikes. That's coming up soon, too, so I'm going to tap back into this and do a little update video, but let me know what y'all think, man. Should he get 42 years? Should he not? I think he should. Just because I seen the video. Hit the like button, comment below, subscribe. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.